a slower start. How did you guys manage to wake up in the fourth quarter in OT?
The Magic had been, kind of playing up and down throughout the season compared to their expectations. But the last few games, they got back to their brand of basketball. So we kind of knew they were going to come in here and hit first. That's been their mentality the last couple of years. And they hit us a little too hard in that first quarter, being down 10, guys making shots all over the floor. They play great defense. But we seen some stuff there in the second quarter, and we try to weather the storm and play through it. And, we couldn't get over that hump the first three and a half quarters, but I think once we got up one, and we kind of felt that confidence. I think it was 95, 94 we got up. We felt confidence that we could finish the game off.
What is it like to see Alpy, do what he does down the stretch?
30, 13, 8 assists, 2 blocks. That block was huge to get us the ball back, and we turned it over right after that, and they scored. But he made two huge plays to, get us into overtime. That block, he actually raced down there and tried to contest on Black. He missed a free throw, and then he ducked in for the layup. I mean, he just made winning plays for us in the fourth. Reed made winning plays for us, Aaron Holiday came in and made winning plays. So games like this, we can learn from and keep getting better from.
Kevin, what did you like best about the way you guys all came together there at the end after maybe not starting out as well as you like to tonight?
I just like how we stayed in constant communication on the bench on what we need to do to get back into the game. Coaching staff and the players were just communicating the whole time, and so that makes us feel confident every time we step out on that floor. So we are, like I said, going through these games are important for us as a group, but it's cool to get wins in the midst of it all.
You had that three to go up 95-94. It was on a pass from Alperen. The defense kind of inched to him. Have you ever played with a big man that has that kind of gravity and commands that much attention?
No, not at all. Not at all. I've played with a lot of specialists as big men, guys that do a great job of screening, rebounding, being physical, but nobody that can score quite like that. And I don't, no disrespect to the players I play with, but I'm sure they all feel the same way. That's how good Alp is. So, in that specific play, they were a little nervous, with him in the post. And it's Wendell Carter. When you see a big, posting up a wing player, you get a little nervous. So he played in between, and I had missed 7 in a row, I think 6 in a row from the 3. But I just didn't care. I knew I was going to shoot that next one.
He gave you that big hug in the postgame interview there with Vanessa. His personality's pretty outsized. Did that surprise you at all in your first couple months of knowing him?
Nah, I just kind of understand. Yeah, I'm knowing coaching the coaches in here. I know Royale for almost my whole life, and Ime and some of these guys. So just running around the last couple of years, seeing them, we always had conversations about basketball and the team, and always was curious about how some of the guys are. So I kind of had an idea on how he was, but the humility, just being a great teammate, somebody that can take it when you hold them accountable. That's all the stuff that stood out to me.
Kevin, I think coming into tonight, you were 4th on the team in shots in the clutch. Is that an acquired skill, the ability to control a game without necessarily dominating every possession as you've aged in this league?
Yeah, I mean, just with a lot of attention the teams are going to put on me in the fourth. They know that, when you got so much film, 1,000+ games of me playing, like, I always hear the bench, it's coming to him, or I come out of a timeout, he coming off the screen, so they know what it is with me in the fourth. And I think, that having that type of fear can open things up for my teammates. And but it's a balance I got to strike. Sometimes I overpass. I feel like I could have, one of those passes I threw there, I could have kept and tried to take a shot in the fourth. So it's always about learning that balance.
Hey, Kevin, as you guys are learning the balance, can you feel the confidence grow with your teammates as they have confidence in you, but it's also helping them have confidence in themselves?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I feel like these guys are all confident. Everybody's confident here, but for the most part, understanding how to win basketball games, it's going to take some time. I think every team is learning who you are on the fly throughout the season, while you got to play games every other day, So a lot of these guys are highly intelligent already, and once you put them in a situation, all they need to see it is 1 or 2 times and then learn from it. So these guys been around the block, been in the playoffs, been in Game 7 already, and so they kind of understand.
It was your bobblehead night tonight, and I heard that fans were out around the arena around 1 o'clock. Does that kind of
crazy.
does that kind of match the excitement and kind of reaction you've gotten in the city thus far?
Most definitely. I got nothing but love since I touched down here. It's been so many people excited that I'm part of the team, part of the community. It's a lot of Longhorns in Houston, too, so that makes it right at home. And, but to see fans wrapped around the block for a bobblehead of mine, that's pretty special, man. And I'm grateful for all the fans that show support to me over the years, and just try to come out there and put a show on for them.
KD, an off-the-court question for you. Your DMV brother, Wale, just dropped his album. You guys have come a long way since he dragged you in the booth, as you said in that song.
I love that question.
What's it like for you to see him on his 8th album, and why are you a fan of his?
Man, I talked to Ralph the other day, and to see people in this industry, we're all in the entertainment business. I feel sports, music, movies, all that stuff. So to see people still had that energy to just to work on their craft every day. That's what Wale is. He's a craftsman. He likes to just get better at his skill, and that, like I always say, man, that's inspiring to me. So see another OG out here in the game, setting the tone. I'm just grateful to know him.